guys, how's it going? So I don't know if you can see around me right now, but it is snowing a little bit. So much for our early spring glorious weather. I mean, just a few days ago it was 54 degrees and we were out playing soccer in the sun. Thankfully though, the temps aren't cold enough for the snow to stick, I don't think. So Erin and I decided to run out here this afternoon and just get a few projects done. We have a running list of just little things here and there that need to be moved, like containers or plants. Erin is heading out here right now with our new barn lights. We thought we would show you what we ordered because it's been a while since the barn project has kind of been done. It's almost done anyway, but I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do for lights for the longest time. So you might remember we had the middle garage door there reframed in the center because before it was about 1 foot or a little bit more to the right. It wasn't centered under that center window. And then we had that third garage door right there put in because that was just blank wall space. So it was just kind of like a little bit odd. And then I had thought about putting 4 lights. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But we were running into a snag because the spacing's different on each side of the door. Like it's really skinny here, wider here. So to get lights that are the right scale, I don't think we had enough space on these ends to accommodate that. Plus, I feel like having 3 above the doors would look nicer, just balance-wise. Because the space between the doors and the window is quite wide or high or whatever. So I did order barn lights. They're 20-inch. They're honestly not the exact style I wanted to go for, but I was having such a hard time choosing. So you can see these right here. I ordered the 16-inch gooseneck, I think.
20.
No, that's 20-inch diameter.
Oh.
I think the gooseneck's 16-inch so they won't stick out real far.
So what does it do, like? How does this work?
The straight part goes into the, yes, like that.
That?
Uh-huh. So Erin is going to just hold one up for me today. We're gonna get a ladder out. Erin's gonna hold it up and see if we like the scale. Our electrician cannot come out till I think March the 8th. So if these they look so huge inside. I know once you get them out here on this massive barn, they'll seem probably more appropriately sized, but I thought we should take a look and see because we have enough time to return them for smaller ones if we decide we like or don't like the big ones. So this is kind of more the style of light I like. See that little like carriage, I don't even know that's what it's called, the carriage light above the chicken coop door, but I couldn't find anything that looked appropriate. Like having big ones above the barn doors just doesn't look right. All right, moment of truth. Oh yeah, you're plenty tall. I'm just not tall enough to do that. Yeah, it'll be up a little bit from there. Yeah, I think that's perfect, Erin.
Size is okay?
Yeah, I think any smaller would look kind of too dinky. I like it. I think it looks nice.
Great.
Yeah, in a month from now. It's perfect. There's information from where I ordered these, right? Steel Lighting Co. So this is where they came from, right there, online. In matte black, 20-inch, can't remember the, Redondo. Yes, that's the style.
You want to get the rock?
We've got containers to move. We've got a rock to go purchase.
We might be able to actually get it loaded up in the pickup because I'll bet that we can
Roll it off into the truck.
If they can put it on a pallet, then we can just take it off of the truck with the tractor.
Okay, let's go do that. I think why I had such a hard time picking out lights was our house is interesting because it was built in 2 different time frames. So the first part of it was built in 1919 and it is a true farmhouse. And then the part that was built on in the early 80s looks like it's kind of trying to be colonial-ish. And so I never really know, like, do I go farmhouse? Do I try to make it more colonial, which, you know, I kind of like that style. So I don't know, I was really struggling with the light choice. I need like a lighting designer to come to our house. So the rock that we're gonna go buy today is, hopefully they're open today actually, I don't even know if they're open, is for the end of our lane where we planted the grass. So we'll show you here in a second. And Chad is here working on our driveway today. He also got the whole corner over there leveled out where the cut flower garden's going. So we're ready to plant our orchard, Erin, as soon as we've got some favorable weather.
Awesome.
Yeah. So right here is actually where the stone is going to go. In fact, Erin, you should take the camera and point out your window so I don't have to get outside.
Okay. So this is right here is our neighbor's property, but we're kind of caring for it. Like we're planting trees and grass and stuff because it's on the wrong side of the road. Like he doesn't have irrigation on this side, but we did have irrigation on ours. So anyway, we're just kind of caring for this side. People kind of cut this corner a little too close. So we thought in order to stop them from cutting the corner, we'd put a big rock right here. So, well, a big enough rock to stop people from cutting the corner. It won't be that massive, but anyway, you can see the tracks. So that's what we're doing.
Yay, they're open.
So do we want to rock like one of these maybe?
That's the kind we put at Tim and Alyssa's house. They're beautiful.
Or do you want to do something that's more bright, that is more attention getting so that people don't hit it?
My natural inclination is to say no because I don't like the color, but I get where you're coming from. That might be smart. It's kind of a nice one, isn't it? It's probably the most expensive stone in the entire lot, made of diamonds and gold. So this actually kind of shows our 3 options, not size-wise, but you can see like the lichen moss-covered ones. You really can't see those very well. However, Aaron, once there's grass around it, you'll probably be able to see that real well. You just can't hear because of all the gravel around it.
Yeah.
And then there's the bright ones, which makes sense to put there, like, you know.
Is this big enough?
Oh yes, I think that's
like
big enough.
this?
That's big. That's
Yeah,
a
it
big
is.
rock.
I kind of like this one.
Well, that's an even bigger rock. I think these are probably sold, Aaron. They all have tags on them.
Do they? Mm-hmm. You know what? These are nice too. I kind of like... That one's really big.
That is huge.
That's probably bigger than we need.
What about something like...
What about this? That's probably too big too, huh?
That's pretty good size. What about like this one here?
This?
Can you pick that up and throw it? Quarter mile? What about that one? That one's got some height.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one.
That's
Let's
a good
do this
one.
That's got some interest to it.
It does. It's got some brightness, but I think once there's grass around it, you'll be able to see the contrast.
Yeah.
I think these are just too bright. I think it would stick out like a sore thumb. This one sits out.
I can't even lift it. Like, I can't even budge it. It's like Thor's hammer.
Bighorn boulders, 11 cents per pound. Try to lift that one, Aaron. All right, well, we picked our rock out and Clint thinks it weighs about 400 pounds, so our truck should be able to handle the weight just fine. I'm gonna wait right here. Okay, they probably need to load it up and weigh it first, I'm guessing. Sure. It's chilly out there. I don't know if I want to move Lavender today. So they just weighed the rock and it's actually 910 pounds. I think it's big enough, Aaron. Let's see how much it weighs down the truck. Not too bad. Okay, Aaron is gonna go get the tractor quick so we can lift this rock out of the back of our truck. Oh, he's pointing at this red bud, so we have to dig this red bud out and move it. We were planning on maybe doing that today, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it. I think we're gonna have to replace like 5 or 6 of these arbs this spring. We're gonna have to see how they break dormancy. But there's a couple of them that look a little bit puny. Pretty good though when you plant this amount. We planted a lot. I can't even remember the count. Yeah. Yeah, I think that rock is going to keep anybody from driving over the new grass right there. And so Aaron's going to get back with our neighbor, which they've been talking over this. Our neighbor really wants to have, they want a stone right there. But I think maybe adding a second one in behind it, possibly, and kind of making a little grouping and possibly planting like a perennial grass or something just to make it look like, you know, and not just a big bunch of rocks sitting there would be nice. But I don't know, I think it's a really good start. All right, so now we are gonna go move the Savannah urns, which are up in front of our house by our front arbor. We're getting ready to tear all of that out. So we're gonna go move those urns, which have been cleaned out. All the Christmas stuff is out of them at this point. So we're gonna go move them to a new location. You wanna ride back to the house?
I do.
This one I filled up with water last night. Uh-oh, we're fogging up inside. It's too cold outside versus in here. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Everything looks good in here. Oh, and then look at our tray of onions. Looking amazing. We've got a couple trays of snapdragons there. Nothing's up yet. We just did this. I don't think anything needs to be watered in here today, or very few things. These look pretty moist still. Delphiniums, some of them are big. Knock things over there.
Hey, you should show the tabletop.
Oh yeah. So Ken, who edits our videos, also does woodworking. So he has built us 2 faux tops to go over our workbench, which I like.
Look at the bottom of these. Like they fit over the top.
Yeah, there's like a lip, so
Yeah.
they just kind of sandwich the top. I like the original tabletop too.
Which is nice to have options.
Yeah, but we have kind of this white distressed one, and then this really beautiful, darker stained wood one. Love it. So you think that you want to lift the urn into the
Can
back of
I?
the
With
cave?
both? I can.
I mean, you can try to do whatever you want.
Look at that North Pole hedge from here.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice hedge.
Just imagine when that's like a good 20 feet tall.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Okay, so these are the urns. You can see where the fence posts came out. They left quite the large holes up here. And we're about ready to rehome some boxwood hedging and things like that. And then this concrete barrier's coming out. The arbor's coming out.
I need Ken's help with this.
What's that?
I need Ken's help with this.
Yeah, they're too big. I can't lift them yet. I still have about 3 weeks left till I'm given the green light to do a little bit more heavy lifting. But even then, these are really heavy. They're 2 pieces, thankfully. Makes it a little bit easier. Aren't those the most gorgeous urns ever though? Those are the Savannah urns from Unique Stone. We just put in this last spring. But the top part, so the bowl is 1 piece, and then the little pillar below is 1 piece. And I think I would like to move them from here, just over here in this area where the brick pathway ends for now. I think it'll be a really pretty kind of vista from this area. However, this gravel driveway won't be here for very much longer. As soon as we're able to rip some of this stuff out and get the gravel out, then we'll be taking up lawn and reseeding everything.
Okay, so we're moving these pots.
This is Ken, everybody. Ken is our editor. I actually like those right there, Aaron. I know that was kind of like, well, we can temporarily set them here. I've always shied away from putting anything to flank this pathway because the esplanade urns are so close, and I didn't want to clutter it up. Like, I'm in the business right now of decluttering. I don't want there to be
Are you in the business of decluttering?
Hey, don't laugh at me. Yes, I am. Yes. Well, what do you call moving the tool shed and the pergola?
Yeah, that's true.
That is decluttering.
Are you wanting to keep this the same, this trajectory?
So, okay, all of you guys need to give us your opinion because this is going to be a little bit odd because this is the formal entry of our house, although I think we're going to make the other side, the Versailles side, probably our formal entry at some point, not now. But once there's grass here, like, where do you put the walkway that comes out? So I thought, well, maybe it would be cool if we put a brick walkway that came out and then like curved, just like this one does, to where they're looking at each other across the driveway.
Or I wonder if this pathway should just keep going straight and should go out this direction, like as if you were going to go to the cut flower garden. Or maybe it does both, like it comes out to the driveway but then also continues on. So my suggestion is that maybe we do a pathway right here and go between the two trees, because one day this maple will be a really big tree and the locust is already big. And I feel like maybe a pathway that goes underneath the branches of those two trees will be kind of cool. So the driveway's here, you could enter between the two trees and you could just kind of curve around to the front. I think that'd be kind of pretty. Or if you did it out here, like your idea, if it was starting right here, it'd have to be much longer and much wider. If it started here, you'd need to go around the maple tree and kind of follow the same trajectory as the other pathway.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking.
And just do a much bigger one, which we could do. It'd just be a lot bigger pathway.
Just think of that hedge of lavender we could put around.
I think a smaller pathway would.
You might be right.
And I think it'd be really pretty underneath.
Yeah, I do like that idea of arch. So like if it came out and then came this way, I honestly haven't given it much thought. There's been so many things that I've had to give a lot of thought to. Yeah. This is not one of them. But look at this. Oh my goodness. Little concrete barrier. Like, what is the point of that?
I don't know, but Chad's gonna help us. He's got all sorts of machinery.
I mean, this was put in who knows how long ago.
Yeah, who knows how long ago, because this could have been, I mean, that could have been really old.
Yeah. That's what I want to know. What's the point of the little barrier? Maybe it was a gopher guard. It didn't work.
Did they really do that as a gopher guard?
No.
That's not a thing.
I don't think so.
I was going to say, that seems like an awful lot of work to go to.
Well, gophers are the worst. So I think that is it for today. It's actually getting super cold out here. We're supposed to, we just heard, get between 4 and 8 inches of snow between now and the first part of next week, which I hope that isn't true. I hope those warmer temperatures take care of it and it doesn't stick. Either way, I'm glad to have these containers moved. That's something we needed to do. We needed to size up those barn lights and we needed to get the rock. So that's 3 big check marks off of our list today. And I just hope you guys, like, our life right now is just going to be kind of tearing stuff up, moving stuff around, moving plants around. So that will probably be a lot of what you guys see over the next several weeks until we actually get to start putting things back together. So anyway, I hope you guys are all having a really great day and we will see you in the next video. Bye.